So we're going to Surf City, gonna have some fun. Yeah, we're gonna Surf City, cause it's 2-1. And we're gonna Surf City. Now here's what's really wild, guys. I'll never forget this because it was like 2:37 in the morning. And Tony and I decided to go down and check out the bomb shelter. And right in the middle of it, was a table, a chair, and a record player. 'Cause we're going to Surf City, gonna have some fun. Can you believe it? You see, we were on a job. This old lady, she was losing her mind. She thought people were like peeking in her windows, right? She was a rich old lady, lived far up on the hill. No one was peeking in her windows, right? Trust me, she looked like E.T. No one's peeking in her windows. Nobody's coming around. Nobody's climbing the fence. Nobody's circumventing the 1984 cutting edge video system. Boy, they were primitive back then. But Tony and I got the job. We worked alternating nights. Some nights we actually hung out together because, what the hell, when you're working night shift, it screws your sleeping up. But anyway, we decided to go check out the old lady's bomb shelter. What else do you do in the middle of the night? And so we go down in, and she's got Beach Boys albums, Lawrence Welk, right? Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, not so hot, according to some people. I love him, right? I think we're going to dive into him on the Dream Driven Day call this weekend. But anyway, ready? There's not much room in a bomb shelter. I'm sorry, right? If I was stuck in a little bomb shelter with a bunch of Campbell's soup cans, and she had some good stuff too, like a 55-gallon gallon thing that would have been full of water a couple decades ago. But there's not much room in a bomb shelter to dance. I made up my mind right then and there. If there was going to be a nuclear war, I'm painting a bullseye on top of my house. I want the bomb to hit there. Because I'm not one to sit around and distract myself with music. I'm one to dance. So there's a post in the Law of Attraction by Neville Goddard group. And it has to do with somebody that's been there for a while. Somebody who I greatly appreciate. They want their voice back. And here's the thing. I want my voice back. That's an imaginal act. That's implying it doesn't feel there now. I want it back. That's like wanting health. That's like wanting $1 million. The one thing that I notice is when people start there, they need to move on. And here's the thing. If voice wasn't even an issue, how would your day be different? Let's go into Dream Driven Day a little bit. Just for fun. Because I notice when we go from something like health and the rest of my life, and I'm worried that I'll never be able to again, so I want to know what's different in your day. What's different? You see, I find myself singing at all kind of weird times. Right? I find myself doing podcasts. You might say I take my voice for granted. And I want you to take your voice for granted. I want you to take your health for granted. Because I'm a massive fan of granted. I got a friend, she makes money by writing grant papers for companies. Lives in Texas. Lovely lady. Think about what the word means, granted. Hey, here it is, no strings. Granted. When people say, well, you take having money for granted, like that's an insult. It's not. Think about the way people... See, it ain't the word. It's what's behind it. It's not the voice, it's what's behind it. Of course I take my voice for granted. Because I'm doing a podcast. I don't go, do I have a voice today? I hope I have a voice tomorrow. I just do it. And I know some people, they'll get offended by this. And I don't mind, because here's the thing. There's what works and there's what sounds nice. Affirmations sound nice. Now here's the thing. If you needed to do affirmations to sufficiently impress, depress, or beat the crap out of your subconscious, whatever all that means, you couldn't do them if you didn't have a voice, could you? And then you couldn't manifest anything. See, what matters is how you experience what you experience. You know, there are people out there saying, I never manifest with scenes. I get them on Skype, right? I record video of them and show them that you just made a scene. You may not see, well, that wasn't really a scene. That was a what? It wasn't a movie. A scene is not a movie. A scene may involve visual experience, like how you experience. See, I see the electric bill. How do I experience it? As no big deal. That's a scene. There's a birthday party. I can't wait. See, it's my buddy Kenny's birthday today. I was just chatting with him, and I didn't know it was his birthday. Facebook told me, so I got to chat with him again. I just might call him up and sing, Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. You see, taking my voice for granted means I look forward to singing, Happy birthday to someone. Could be Kenny or you. When Neville Goddard talks about the relief of possession, you get the difference. Most people, I'm relieved I finally got a car. If that's your imaginal act, you're building stress in. Can you hear it? I'm relieved I have a car. See, that's relief that the problem is over. That's a massive difference than the relief of possession. The relief of possession is, I know there's a car in the driveway. I don't have to figure out who to call to get to the dog park. I know there's 2 cars in the driveway. I know there's plenty of money in the bank to go pay David Brown Mechanical. Because he put a battery in Victoria's car about a month ago. He still hasn't, written up the receipt. I got to go bug him and give him money. See, he takes it for granted I'll come back. I take it for granted that he doesn't care if it takes a while, because I've stopped by 3 times already. Love the guy. But you know what? He's busy because I haven't had time. Just stop back whenever. See, if the voice was no big deal, whatever, no big deal. That's a scene. That's an experience. That's a feeling. So I get an email. Right, I love imagining emails that show that I have impact. I got one today. Hey, 20. I'm on day 5 of ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. Thanks for the reminder to do the questions from day 3 because I didn't even see them. Here's why I got in the course. Right? I tell you about this. This really happens. But sometimes I get another email. Hey, 20. You swear too much. How could I possibly learn anything from you? I write back, wow, you're going to let a word get in the way of learning? Fascinating. You see, I might not be your style, but if you imagine you can't learn anything from someone who swears, that's really fascinating, because from what I've heard, pretty much everyone swears, right? Most don't do it in public. I'm in this habit of never editing. See, I like that. And see, since I never edit, I speak freely. And you know what? Granted. See, it's granted that someone's not going to like me. And that's fine. Because it's also granted there are going to be people that are tired, absolutely tired of all the pontification, all the big words, all the fluff bunny stuff. Because you've probably noticed I'm not a fluff bunny kind of guy. I'm into what really works. I'm into keeping it simple. I'm into actually noticing, how do people do this? Because you've been feeling it real all your life. You're not a beginner. You may be a beginner with exploring it, but you're not a beginner at it. And the more you explore it, the more intentional and more lovely you can get with it. Meanwhile, if you got gold, I want you to start taking things for granted. Yeah, $1 a day. No big deal. You get it? Granted. What are you granting yourself today? All right. If you got gold, I've got 3 suggestions. First, easymanifestingmethods.com. Go there, sign up. Right? There'll be something that pops up or pops down or pops over. I don't know how it works anymore. I don't go there all that often. But if you sign up, we'll send you a confirmation email. It may end up in spam or promotions. Drag it to your inbox. Click the link. Then we can legally send you the 7 gift lessons and the daily email. And we'll do that every day till one of us dies or one of us forgets. How cool is that? And yes, you can unsubscribe at any time. I actually had somebody really serious reach out to me and say, "You mean I can't unsubscribe? That's against the law." And it's like, well, having a sense of humor isn't. Right? Unbelievable. Next to Mundo, manifestingmasterycourse.com. I talk about this every day. I point people to it every day. That's how much I believe in it. I really do. Because here's the deal. 15 minutes a day, $1 a day, $97 for a 90-day program. I actually email you back. That shocks some people. They send us their updates every 7 days. I write back. All right. You actually write back. Yeah, I do. I don't write novels back, and I don't read novels. I tell people, let it be short, sweet. That way I get to know you. Because I want to get to know you. How else am I going to serve you? Where else are the podcasts going to come from? They all come from you. That's manifestingmasterycourse.com. And if you got gold today, share the show. Share the podcast. Share something of ours. Because all the time people are sharing distractions. I share what gives life to dreams. Alrighty. Have a lovely day. See ya.